Hello everyone, welcome to yoga. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Liz, and we'll get started by sitting near the edge of our chairs here, making sure our knees are over our ankles, feet are planted, sitting tall through the spine, and we're going to take it in a couple of deep breaths. So breathe in, bring your arms up, and exhale. Arms come down. Good. One more time. Breathe in, arms up. And exhale. Bring your arms down. Good. And then we're going to go ahead. We'll take one of our arms. We'll just bring it overhead and lean to the side. You can take your other arm and swoop it underneath like you're holding a large ball. Just really stretching out that side. If this is uncomfortable for your shoulder to be this high, just bring your arm across your body. You'll still get the benefits of that stretch. Good. We'll come back up and onto the other side. Bring that arm over or across. Scoop the bottom one underneath and just stretch it out here for a couple of deep breaths. Good, and we'll gently come back up. We'll do that again, one more time on each side. So over to that first side, we bring our arm up and the bottom one underneath. Just feel a nice stretch down that side there. And maybe even up the back of your top arm. Good, we'll come back up to center. Other side, the last one. Arm comes over, other one swoops underneath. And through all of this, we're maintaining a tall, straight spine. We're not slouching. We're making sure to breathe through the stretches. Good, come back to center here. And we're going to bring one arm up and then the other, reaching nice and slowly overhead, like you're climbing up maybe a ladder. Good. Stretching out that side and that arm a little bit more. More here. Really reaching up high, sitting tall. Good. We'll bring our feet apart so we have a wider area between our knees. And we're going to go ahead and breathe in, arms come up, and exhale. Forward fold between your knees. If you feel unsafe, you can put your elbows on your knees and stop here. Just lean forward and stretch out that back. If it's safe for you to do so, or this feels comfortable for you, you can lean forward towards the floor. And sometimes I think it feels nice to just barely be off the floor. And let my upper body hang to really stretch out my back there. Good. Grabbing onto our shins, our knees. Slowly come back up to a seated position. Take a moment to take a breath here. Recenter yourself. We're going to do it again. So breathe in, arms come up, And exhale, go down nice and gently to whichever degree is comfortable for you. Just take a couple of deep breaths here. You want to be able to hear yourself breathing in and exhaling. Good, and we'll very slowly bring ourselves back up. Again, from the shins to the knees, and then up to the thighs. Good. And keeping our legs apart, we're gonna point our toes out to either side, get a little bit more rotation in our hips. And you can put your hands right on the inside of your knees or your thighs and just push them apart. If you have a chair with arms on it like I do, it's a little tricky. You gotta really be on the edge of your seat for it. If you want a little bit of an extra stretch, you can turn to the side with one hand and use your other hand to really push that opposite leg away. Taking a couple of breaths here. Staying tall. Good. You can come back to center. And if you would like, turn the opposite way and push that leg away. Good. One more deep breath here. And we'll come back to center. We'll go ahead and do that one more time on each side. So, turn to that first side again. Bring the hand onto the armrest or the side of your chair, whatever's more comfortable. Push that opposite leg away. And even look over your back shoulder if you would like. Take a couple deep breaths. Good. Bring yourself back to center. Last side. Grab onto wherever is comfortable for you and push that opposite leg away. Staying tall. I'll give you a few degrees more flexion to turn, really stretching out that spine and that inner thigh. Breathing through the stretch. Good, we can return to center here. And we can bring our feet back into moderate. You can walk them in heel and toe. And we'll go ahead and stretch out our necks. So we'll drop one ear down to our shoulder. And you can lean out that opposite arm. So if you have your right ear to your shoulder, you can just stretch that left arm out to your side. And if you have your left ear down, you can stretch out your right arm. And it just gives you a little bit of an extra deep stretch through your neck there. Staying tall and taking a couple of deep breaths. center. And we'll go to the other side. Again, you can drop that other arm. Make sure you're just stretching to the point where you can feel a little bit of tension. Never want to stretch to the point where you feel pain through your stretch. Just a gentle pull that should release as you hold that stretch. Bring our head back up to center, and we'll lean it back and look up towards the ceiling. Your back might arch a little bit with this position, that's okay. Bring your head down, tuck our chin into our chest here. Really stretching out the back of that neck. Staying tall in this position. Tucking your belly button into your spine. And you can gently rock your chin from side to side, keeping it touching your chest, just like you're tapping the side of your jaw on your collarbone. Again, you can drop both arms for this if you want. And if you find there's a specific side that maybe feels a little bit tighter than the other, you can stop for a couple of breaths and just hold that to try to help relieve some of that tension. Good. Bring your head back up to center. Just take a moment to re-ground yourself. Good. Once again, make sure you're up on the edge of your chairs, feet are planted. And we're going to inhale and bring our arms up. Bring them together and exhale them down to heart center. We're going to twist and put our opposite elbow to our opposite knee. So, right elbow goes to the left knee, left elbow goes to the right knee, whichever way you want to go first. And we're just going to sit here for a moment. Once you get comfortable in this position, if you want an added challenge, you can gently open up that bottom hand towards the floor and float that top hand up towards the ceiling and look up to it, opening up your chest. And we'll just take a couple of deep breaths here. That top arm back a little bit further. Good, and we'll slowly bring those hands back together and gently bring our bodies back up to a tall position. Take a moment to ground yourself, and we'll go to the other knee. So bring the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. And just stay here for a moment, getting yourself comfortable in this new position. And want an added challenge, you can gently drop that bottom hand towards the ground and float the top one up to the ceiling and look up to it. Couple of deep breaths here. You might notice one shoulder doesn't open up quite as far as the other one. No two joints or muscles are the same, even within our own bodies. But maybe you're able to float that arm open just a little bit further, open that chest a little bit more. Good, and bring those hands back together. And slowly bring your body back up to seated. Just take a moment here to recenter yourself. Good, we're going to take our hands and bring them behind our back, place them right at the small of our backs. Our fingertips might drift down to our waistband just a little bit, and that's okay. So we're going to push into our backs, puff out that chest, bring those shoulder blades together. Like you're trying to crush a pop can between them. Your head can fall back. Just really stretching and opening up that chest. Good. You can bring your hands back around to the front of you. Interlace your fingers and push your arms away. Rounding out your back, tucking your chin into your chest. You can slowly bring your head back up. One more time, we'll bring those arms around and back behind us, arching that back, puffing out the chest, pulling the shoulder blades back. Let the head fall back gently if you would like. Bring those arms back around in front of us, lace them together, push them out, round out your back, drop your chin to your chest. Your ears might fit nicely inside of your biceps there. Good, we'll slowly bring our heads back up and release our arms. Whew. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead, plant one heel out in front of you. Again, sitting tall towards the edge of your chairs. And we're gonna inhale, bring our arms up, and exhale, we're gonna forward fold down onto that leg. If you need a little bit of extra support, you can reach down with just one hand and place the other hand on that bent knee to help stabilize yourself a little bit. Flex your toe up towards you to really get a good stretch in the back of that calf. Good, couple of deep breaths through the stretch here. release that. And bring our knee up towards our chest. Bring a hand around each hand around your shin. Hug it into your chest and start doing some ankle circles. And if you want an added challenge to this move, you can release one or both hands as you start going the opposite direction. Good. Bring those hands back around that shin. Pull that knee up one more time. And you can cross your ankle over your other knee. If this is not comfortable for you, kick out that bottom leg a little bit and cross either at your shin or at your other ankle, whatever your body allows. And again, we're gonna breathe in, arms up, and breathe out, gently lean towards that leg. So you can kind of imagine resting just the side of your elbows on that crossed over leg if it's up on your knee. And if this is comfortable for you, you can go ahead and deepen that stretch by reaching even further for the floor. Folding yourself over the top of that leg. Feeling a stretch through the back and the side of your thigh. Maybe even a little bit throughout your lower back. Good, couple of deep breaths here. All right, we'll slowly bring ourselves back up. And we can let that foot go down and relax. We're gonna plant the heel of our other leg. And just like we did before, we'll take a deep breath, bring our arms up. And exhale, fold forward onto that leg. If you need a little stability, put your other hand on that bent knee. Flex those toes up towards you to really get a stretch through the back of that calf. And just lean as far as your body allows. For some, that might be their knee or their shin. Others might be able to grab their toes. Take a couple of deep breaths. And we'll slowly roll ourselves back up. And bring that knee up to your chest. Bring your hands around and hug it in. And we'll do some ankle circles on that side. And if you want the added challenge, you can let go with one or both of your hands while you switch directions. Good, bring your hands back around that shin, hug that knee into your chest one more time, and cross it over your other leg to whatever degree is comfortable for your body. All right, we're gonna go ahead, take a deep breath in, arms up, and exhale and just gently bend at the waist. Just stay here for a moment. Let your body get used to this position. And if you find this is comfortable and you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can forward fold yourself even further, reaching towards the floor. Again, you should feel that stretch in the back inside of your thigh, as well as probably throughout your back. position in your chair. Wherever you can just relax your body. You don't have to be thinking about keeping your posture upright. Just let your arms and your legs and everything relax and feel weightless. And we can close our eyes here. And just focus on our breathing. Here, I want you to think about relaxing all your muscles, unclenching your jaw, letting your shoulders relax, arms fall open, your legs just in a neutral, comfortable position. Think about the light of the day filling you, starting from your core, right in your stomach, just spreading throughout your body, up into your chest, down your arms, into your fingertips, and finding its way down your legs, into your feet, and your toes, and then working its way up into your shoulders, your neck, and finally into your mind. Relaxing any tension in your body and pushing out any darkness within you. Just allowing you to feel weightless. Here. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Like you're blowing a bubble or trying to blow out a candle. You can slowly start to wake yourself back up by wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. You can circle your wrists a bit and bring your feet more under you so your ankles are under your knees. And can gently bring yourself back into the full seated position. Upright, spine tall, and open your eyes. Good. I'm going to take a couple of closing breaths here. So, deep breath in, arms come up, and breath out, push down. Another one, breathe in all the positivity and possibilities of the day. And breathe out, push down any negativity and worries. Last one here, breathe in. Bring your hands together, breathe out and bring them to heart center. And thank yourself for showing up today and showing up for your body, for all the great work you put in and just did. And I hope you all have a great day. Namaste.